Aries, hi, how are you doing? My name is Sarah, and this is my channel, Aries Warrior Queen Astrology. I'm doing a general tarot card reading for the month of March 2021. We're here. This is a big month for Aries. You have Mars moving out of Taurus into Gemini. That's happening in on the 4th, well, the 3rd, the 4th, depending on where you are on the globe. So wow, Mars in Taurus has been I have felt so lazy. Oh my God, all the energy is gone from me. And with Pisces season here now, I've been really looking for some extra space in life and just peace and quiet. And that's been a little difficult. But that's okay. All right. So I'm going to be using 4 decks this time, and the Spirit of Nature Oracle deck that I said I would use last time. I'm breaking it out. So that's happening. All right, so it's time to shuffle. Please remember this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Thank you for being here, by the way. I appreciate the likes, the shares, the subscribes. They mean a lot to me. Okay. All right, the core issue. Queen of Cups. Past feelings and attitudes about the issue. You have the Hermit. Your past actions, you have the Chariot. Universe's advice for the present, you have the Page of Pentacles. Oh, jeez. Present feelings and ideas, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, jeez. I'm just throwing cards everywhere. It's crazy. Where the situation is heading, you have the Hangman. And the universe's advice for the future, you have the Ace of Cups. All right. I'm going to pull 2 overarching energies for the reading from the Cosmic Tarot. The bigger cards, I'm trying to shuffle them a different way just because it'll make it a little easier for my hands. All right, overarching energies. You have the 9 of Swords. And you have the 9 of Wands. You have 2 9s. Okay. All right. Okay, so in your core issue, you have the Queen of Cups. I think you're having trouble right now just keeping your, emotional stability right now. You know, everything is kind of all over the place. Air energy works with fire. It fuels the fire, actually. So, your energy, feels like it's doubled, but sometimes it feels like it's completely depleted. I feel like that is really what your issue is right now. It's feeling the emotional stability within to without. Your past feelings and attitudes about the issue, you have the Hermit. So you've been trying to go within and find the answers that you seek in there, which is good. You know, I mean, our outer lives are just a reflection of our insides, like our inner world. So if emotional stability is something that you're seeking on the outside, it's really something that needs to be sought on the inside, which you've been doing with the Hermit. Your past actions, you have the Chariot. I think you went towards a new path. I think this is a financial path for you. I really do. Like maybe you have found what your true calling is and you went towards it, but maybe you feel kind of uneven about it. I remember your last reading, you guys, it really felt like you were being pulled in two different directions. Like you were wrapping up an old cycle and starting a new one. So I think you went towards that new cycle, but like the stability isn't there. It doesn't feel like it's there yet. Universe's advice for the present, you have the Page of Pentacles. I think this just means keep going for what you want. Like keep going for where you believe you should be. And this new opportunity that you went towards, your present feelings and ideas, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe you're like waiting to see the wheel turn in your favor. Like I've said in many readings, a watch pot never boils. Okay? So waiting for that wheel to turn and kind of like hovering around the expectation of it is going to push it away. Expectation creates like a gap between you and what you want. You can have an idea of what you want, but when you attach yourself to the outcome so heavily, everything can't come in the way it's supposed to because you're dependent on it happening a certain way. This is like a control thing. Like trying to control the outcome. Where the situation is heading, you have the Hangman. Okay? So, again, you're working towards that new perspective that you need. I think it's just going to come to you like a lightning bolt. And I think it has to do with the universe's advice for the future. You have the Ace of Cups. I think this has a lot to do with your belief in yourself, like your self-worth, your self-love. I don't get this being tied to a romantic relationship. I get this being tied to your relationship with yourself. The way you feel about yourself, the way you carry yourself, the healthy boundaries you put up. Putting yourself first instead of putting others first all the time, because I myself am guilty of that. And you know what? Loving yourself is not selfish, and it's not a mistake. Once you learn how to properly love yourself the way you deserve and you start showing yourself that love, it gets reflected back to you by the rest of the world. Because you're in a place to attract the love that you're already showing yourself, you know? And I think it's all tied into this Queen of Cups issue, like the emotional stability. I think that has to do with your self-worth and, you know, your overall image of yourself that you have and the way you treat yourself. You know, in the overarching energy for the reading, you have the Nine of Swords. So, like, you've been staying up and thinking way too much about this probably. It's been waking you up at night. You just have this unsettled feeling. But that's through trying to control everything and the fear that it won't show up, even if you still do what you're going to do. You also have the Nine of Wands. You have 2 nines, okay? So those are almost a completion. You're coming to the end of cycles. You've already gone towards something that you want. It's just you need to push that little bit harder. You know, like, things come through for us at like the last second, like right after we were just going to give up, and all we have to do is just push ourselves a little bit harder. I think the breakthrough that you're looking for is going to happen when you just start focusing on your inner happiness. And then everything can just flow to you because you won't be so caught up in the expectation and the control of it all. I know I like to feel like I have control over my outcome, and that can be a hard thing to let go of. Seriously. Okay. I'm going to pull you a Spirit of Nature Oracle card. Oh, these cards are huge, by the way. This deck is really cool. I love trees. I have a thing with trees. Trees are amazing. I think I've said this before that, you know, in my chart, I don't have a speck of earth in it, but I feel so tied into and like connected with nature and the trees and the animals. It's really cool. It always has been. Like, animals are different around me. I just felt like a Disney princess. It's pretty cool. Okay. So you get the white poplar. It's a beautiful deck. I love these. All right, let's find the white poplar. Hawthorn, that's not it. Bear with me. Blackthorn, that's not it. All right, give me one sec. I know, I'm sorry. It just takes a second to find. Aha, white poplar. Okay, white poplar it is. Green Man Wisdom. Animation is the pulse of life. Everything alive pulses with animation. Just as the white poplar's leaves continually quiver and rustle, making the whole tree come alive, so the vital energy of the universe courses through us, affecting the way we live. Sometimes this energy is accepted joyfully, helping us to move forward with determination. At other times, when confidence has been shaken, the power of life can become so overwhelming that we tremble before it. By refinding our natural rhythm, we join the dance of life with power and energy. Those who are animated hold the attention of others when speaking, pulling the energy of life itself into each of their gestures. Adad's meaning centers around movements from stasis to action. This card encourages us to move ahead with positivity and determination. Wow, that couldn't have been more spot on. You know what? You've chosen your path. You might have moments where you feel a little bit of a wobble, but that is just the universe testing you to make sure that you know what you want, because you really do. And knowing the reasons for why you're doing things. And I think that that'll center around like your, not just your determination, but like the balance that you're looking for, the emotional balance. I think it starts with the self-love, excuse me. And then you'll see this wheel turn. You will. I'm going to pull you a Spirit Animal Oracle card just to, you know, top off the reading. Those of you who are still here to the end, I thank you. I know it can, you know, sometimes you don't hear what you want to hear, but in life, it's not always hearing what you want to hear. It's hearing what you need to hear. Sandpiper spirit. Be playful. Self-love. Having fun. Not being so heavy. Being playful. That's the path that gets you, that's the new perspective. Playfulness. Loving yourself. Putting you first. And believing in yourself. Instead of looking for, you know, outward confirmation. The universe tests you to make sure you know what you want. Because it's not about the outcome. It's about enjoying what you're doing. All right, Aries. This was an amazing reading, and I'm very excited for March, for me and for all of you. I think this is going to be a very transformative month. I will see you mid-March for our next reading. All right, Aries. Bye.